Let it go. Fall, who is 7'5".
You dunk over Taco, you win.
Yeah,
you win. You win.
He's 7'5".
You dunk over Taco, you win.
With the first pick in the NBA draft. Sorry.
All-Star draft. James Harden's team was better. Hands down.
LeBron James.
What did I say?
James Harden.
So
You know who
who didn't watch?
You know who was bad was James Harden.
Yeah,
James Harden was
good.
bad. But James Harden's never really been good in the All-Star
He's
game.
never been good, period. I'm
But LeBron James' team was better.
Before we go into that, I want to kind of talk about. I thought it was kind of awesome how Common did the intros with all the rhyming and everything, and just the intro in general.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty sick. Like his flow. Like I mean, it was one of the better intros I've seen.
It was creative. I like that. He's obviously from Chicago, and so
Yeah.
it was cool to have him do it.
Absolutely.
And it was different. Yeah. I don't know what they've done in previous years, but that probably shows me that it's nothing memorable.
So typically they just do like, the voiceover. They have the guy walks out. But I kind of like this. This kind of got me hyped before the game started. I was like, all right, I'm getting hyped to watch this.
Yeah, it was cool. Some of them were funny. Some of them were creative. I liked it.
Pascal Siakam's gonna rock him. That's the only one I remember.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
They showed a close-up of him as he was doing it. Common.
Sorry, you are like mad close to this.
And he was like sweating.
Yeah.
He was like sweating hard.
Who
And like
was?
when you're bald, it's like really easy to tell. Common. He was
No
sweating his ass
chance.
off.
While he was performing, was just dripping sweat.
Yeah, he
Oh
looked
yeah,
good
Chance
too.
was yeah.
That
But
was
no,
like-
yeah, the intro was tight.
I just want to say before we got an actual thing into the actual game, J. Cole had a better performance than Chance did. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And Dr. Dre's Kobe tribute video was awesome.
Oh, that was dope. That was freaking dope. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Do you want to start there? The Kobe tributes. That's kind of like that was kind of the theme of it. They made the MVP trophy based off Kobe, which was cool.
That
happy they
was
did that.
that was pretty cool. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. When they first came up with the format of each 3 quarters
The
of
Elam
individual games
scoring, pretty
plus
much.
24, I got what they were doing. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is gonna be terrible. And man, was I 100% wrong.
Oh yeah.
It ended up being exciting.
This
yeah.
was the second best All-Star game
we
I've
watched
ever
it
seen.
together, and it was cool that they did their tribute, but they also tied in charity for each quarter. So like the winning quarter, the winning team, that charity got 100,000.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
And as they were doing that, first quarter was like any other All-Star game. People dunking everywhere, people jacking up shots, no defense at all. Scoring shit ton of points. The first foul came with 20 seconds left in the first.
You want to start on
quarter.
Saturday night first?
Ooh, yeah.
We should start on Saturday night because a lot
skills
happens Saturday night.
competition.
Nah, I feel like I just killed the vibe here, but I want to start Saturday, be chronological. Unless Friday, do you guys want to talk about the tissue ripping contest? Because that was a
No.
thing. Okay, Friday was whatever. All the celebrity games I don't ever watch.
Yeah.
But okay, let's start Saturday night with the always the festivities of Saturday night, right? And that was started with the skills competition. Did you guys watch this?
It sounds like you're a fan of what happened.
Because I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it because none of the point guards could pass a motherfucking ball.
Which was funny.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Their big men just like right through the little hole. And then all the point guards were like, man,
Yeah.
I'm a shoot first point guard. I don't do this a lot. So that was hilarious to me that Bam, of all people, was the worst shooter. He's a good passer, but he's not the best passer. He's not a point
No.
guard.
He hit in the first 2 rounds. He hit the 3 on the first try.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, Bam winning. I was hyped that whole night. I was drinking
Yeah,
White Claw.
Jason Tatum got knocked out early, so there was no repeat there. And then I'm like, okay, now it's all big men.
Yeah.
It was dope. And him and Sabonis were the ending.
It was funny. I can't remember who it was, but someone was dribbling down the court and
Chris Middleton.
He lost the ball. Yeah,
No defender lost the ball. I'm like, oh my god.
and then you're like, this is exactly why you're a big man.
Yeah.
100%. I thought that was.
I find it ironic though in the skills challenge. I'm like, no one even touched you, and you lost the ball.
yeah,
Shows
you
shows
should-
his coach something. Don't give him the ball.
The skills challenge really came down to a 3-point contest. It's who could hit that 3 real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Because
did.
even the last, maybe last round, next to the last round, it was like they went back and forth, like who could hit the 3, basically took it. So
I thought Patrick Beverly was going to win it, like the commentators did. And then when he was out, I was like, all right, I'm on the Bam train. That's what I'm on. Let's go. I'm on the Bam wagon. So let's roll. And it was dope.
So Bam won skills competition.
Bam won the skills
And then his
competition.
teammate finished the sweep for them when they did the dunk contest.
They did. But in between that, was the 3-point contest.
Oh, yeah.
Which was very exciting because I thought the Wizard was going to win. He did not.
No.
Bertans did not win. He did heat up at the end in both of them, had 22 points both times.
Yeah.
I want to say, were you shocked that Trae Young got knocked out?
He was ice cold. He did not shoot
I'm
well
not
at
even
all.
shocked. I had a feeling it happened. He's not a spot up shooter.
I mean,
This happens
Yeah.
almost every time where if it's a Steph Curry or
But Steph has won.
huh?
Yeah,
Steph
Steph
has
is
won.
Steph has one, but
Steph's
there's
better
been
than Trae
times
Young.
where he's been in there, like
Sure.
Trae Young, where these guys are amazing off the dribble shooters or off the screen, right? Whenever you just put them set shooters, they're not as good. And like I had a hunch that Trae Young would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was ice cold, and then they could have had Miami could have had the sweep because Duncan Johnson, I believe is his name, whatever, I don't know his name.
Oh, they had a guy in the 3-point.
yeah,
too.
they could have swept it, but he didn't. He was not good.
Not there yet.
I will say Devin Booker and Buddy Hield lit it up.
I
Yo,
love Devin
Not
Booker.
just once, every round they were lighting it up.
yeah, both rounds, and like it was, Buddy Hield went last, right, and Booker put up 26, and you're like, damn, this is a wrap. And Buddy Hield kind of started out slow, got hot, had to make the last one to win. Made the last one at the last second.
Yeah, they were
and-
calling it because going into the last rack, Devin Booker had 20 points going into the last rack,
Yeah.
and then Buddy Hield had 19, and they're like, he's got to hit everything.
Yeah.
So he hit those, and then the
Buddy
last
buckets.
one, yeah.
I remember watching him in college. Buddy Buckets gets buckets, yo.
I wanted Booker to get it. I love Devin Booker.
He's also got the most threes made in the first 3 years of his career. too.
Devin?
No, Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield.
Buddy
Oh,
Hield's
damn.
is dope.
He's on pace. I mean, yeah, he's on a crazy pace right now. Hopefully, he
Jeez.
doesn't slow down. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, but then Devin Booker. I think a lot of bets were going towards Devin Booker at that point.
I think a lot of people want him to win it because he was getting, he got snubbed and all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a fun showdown. If it's got to come down to the last shot, I love it.
Yeah.
It makes it fun.
I don't remember the last time it came down to the last shot.
Not in
So-
a few years, yeah.
I also wanted to bring up, like, I think some of these guys that are better shooters, they kind of screw themselves over if they have a slower release. So like Zach LaVine, like I was
Oh, he
watching
stunk
him
it up.
shoot and it's just slow. Like the other guy will get 2 shots off by the time he gets one off. So when he gets to the last rack, now he's rushing. I also sometimes think I'm like, if I'm a shooter and maybe the corner is your best spot, but do you really want that to be your money rack when you don't have enough time?
Right.
That was the thing because they added only 10 seconds for 2 more of those Mountain Dew, like 4.1 or 3.1s.
Jeez.
Devin
That's not
Booker
enough
was the only
time
one
to
to
go
hit
through
both.
it.
He was the only one to hit both. I really wanted Bertans to win. I thought he had a shot. He's
What?
the most consistent form. every
Someone
single
almost
time.
ran past
No.
it. Someone ran past it and came back and was like, "Oh shit! I
Oh, I
almost missed the
that.
money ball." Yeah.
Must have been sipping my drink. at that
Mo-
moment.
most consistent form amongst the competitors or in
Yeah.
the league?
Say
No,
that
in
again?
against the competitors,
Against the,
he had the most like
He's saying Bertans has the best form.
he had the most
3-point
consistent
shot.
form. Like
Okay.
he had the most set up shot every single time. Every shot looked the exact same for him.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't win, but
His
like,
was good. I mean, Devin Booker's got a pretty good form too.
I'm not
Yeah.
debating form. I'm saying consistent
I
form
mean, Devin
every
Booker,
single one.
Devin Booker's was
He's just-
super consistent.
The issue with Devin Booker, I'm not saying he's a bad shooter. Obviously, he's not, right? He shoots very flat. There's no arc on his shot.
But he
I mean,
puts
he goes-
a lot of rotation on the ball.
He does. But I just like smart.
I don't know, man. Like the guy hit 20, like 26, 27, 26.
Yeah, obviously, he's doing something right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I mean,
I'm sorry. I
barely
gotta
made the
disagree.
All-Star.
I don't know. I gotta
Fine.
disagree with you on that. I think he's got great consistent form.
I mean, he barely made the thing. I don't know. Maybe his wrist good. I don't know. Just
How many White Claws were you in when you were watching him?
4, I think. 4 of the 6.
We'll
4 of
leave
the
it
6
at
pack.
that.
I think,
I was talking mad trash to the chat.
were you?
I was like, yo, I could teach all of you guys to shoot, but that's left for another time. I was feeling myself that night.
You were a
Watching
3-point specialist in high school.
I still am, bro. I'm even more special.
Are you now?
I'm even more special now.
So Miami wins the skills competition. They stink in the 3-point contest.
Terrible.
But they come back and revive themselves with a little bit of luck from the judges to
A
win
little
the
bit
dunk
of
contest.
Luck is one word. Some biases, but that's
Some
okay.
rigness. But yeah, let's talk about the dunk contest. Controversy on who should have won.
Maybe before we get to that, I would bring up the point. I didn't like early dunks were being judged high, really
Agreed.
high. So that already was kind of making it personally biased. That if you give above average dunk like a 48 or 49 or 47,
Right.
and someone does something better than that, how can you not give them a 49 or a 50?
Exactly,
So
yeah.
this trend started, And then I see, Derrick Jones Jr. and Aaron Gordon bringing out like such difficult dunks, and they're definitely 50s.
Yeah.
But now you're like, okay, anything that's above this is all going to be 50s.
Right.
Because they start off with Dwight Howard. He did an all right dunk. He got like a 47, I believe, or something like that. 48. It might have been, 48. And you're like,
But it
okay.
shouldn't have been a 48.
It should have been a 48.
Yeah.
Like, they should have started off like 45, 44, something like that.
It wasn't a hard dunk. Like, he did the same dunk when he did it the last time.
Dude, yeah.
At least this time, he dunked
dunked
it instead of threw it into the hoop.
yeah.
But,
Right.
like, it was from much closer. I mean, it's surprised he got hopped still, but it wasn't
I mean,
worse.
when you're
To be
already
honest with
7
you, it was
feet.
just an alley oop from behind the backboard. It wasn't anything that impressive
Yeah.
or different.
I mean, all he impressed us with is that he caught the ball. That was the impression.
Yeah.
The guy throwing it was actually more impressive to get it over into his hands, to be honest.
Right.
But, I mean, I think the tribute to Kobe played a part in it, right? The nostalgia of him wearing Superman again and all that stuff. But I'm like, that's cool. That's all cool.
I'm telling you, he should have dunked on somebody wearing Kobe, like when Kobe dunked on Dwight Howard. That would have been great.
Yeah, so Dwight should have worn a Kobe jersey,
Right.
and
And
then
dunked on
had
someone
someone
wearing a
standing
Dwight
there
jersey.
wearing a Dwight
Now,
jersey.
that would have been
and
a great
reenacted.
tribute.
Yeah,
that would have been
cool.
fun. That would have been awesome.
That would have been too
That would have
funny.
been a 50, like no matter what. That
Yeah.
would have brought some hype.
That would have been originality.
Right.
This was not even originality. He did this before already.
Yeah, he did.
He just figured out how to actually get the ball with his hand. And
imagine,
He didn't cock it back as
imagine
far,
if
so.
they shut the lights off before his dunk and they played that clip on the
Oh
screens
my
of
God.
Kobe dunking on Dwight, and then the lights turn back
And
on,
he
and he's
goes
already
up.
changed.
Yeah.
He's changed into his Kobe jersey, and there's a guy underneath the basket wearing a
Why
Dwight
the hell
jersey.
didn't you fucking call him up and tell him this?
Dude, that would have been epic. That would have been so cool.
You should have DM'd him.
I actually tweeted at him and told him to do it. And,
That would have been so epic, actually. That would have been much better than what he did.
So if Dwight Howard, you ever watch this, you're an asshole.
Yeah, you missed
Right?
out, man.
Who else was there? Who was the guy from the Bucks? What was his name? Man.
White boy.
DJ
Oh.
Khaled didn't know his name. He's like, I don't know if I can pronounce this, and he just said some stuff.
His first dunk was good. His second dunk wasn't that great. I don't think a lot of the dunks actually were that great.
Yeah, I mean,
They all seem. I mean, I guess there's only so much you can do when gravity's pulling your body
I felt
down.
like this one, the hype for everyone in this dunk competition was to jump over somebody.
Yeah.
Like, majority of the dunks are like, oh, I got to jump over somebody, or
Yeah.
I got to do something like that.
Jump over a car.
Yeah.
Jump
Well, no,
over.
I'm saying just in general in this competition, it was jumping over people.
Yeah.
How many times do we see, just from a different angle, same dunk, different view? That's
Right.
it.
But jumping over someone's has been done before.
Right.
It's nothing new. But you're right. Like I don't know why, but for some reason that like impresses people, even if the person's like 5 feet, 6 feet tall.
Jumping over Chance. Chance ain't that tall.
Yeah, I don't know how tall Chance is. I mean, 6 feet is impressive. And what's his name? Tried to dunk over Taco Fall. So that's
7'5",
obviously impressive. He
yeah.
didn't clear him, which is what I was telling you guys beforehand.
I mean, it's
So,
hard to clear him
what
because
I-
if you're
what I
at
was saying
7'5",
was-
I agree it's hard to
so
clear
he's
him.
holding the ball like this, right? And then as he thinks he's about to get hit, he puts his hands up like this and it does this. So
He like sits on the back of his head and pulls his head down towards
he's
the
still,
ground.
dude, he's
He's still
7'5",
cleared,
he
yeah.
dunked it.
I mean, look,
He cleared 98% of him.
with the ball on top of his head, right? That's 8 feet. You have 2 feet.
How
till-
tall is Taco Fall?
7'5" or something.
He's 7'5".
Yeah.
He's 7'5".
He's some
So
ridiculous.
it's impressive, yeah.
If Dwight Howard is gonna do a normal dunk and get like a 47, that even if you barely touch him and you jump over him and you get that dunk is a 50 in my
Right.
book.
They skewed it early on by giving stupid dunks 47s. And then from then on, every
so
dunk
if
is a
you
50-50.
The way the competition was going, clearly the best two dunkers, no matter what happened, the best two dunkers were left. They were going at it.
Mm-hmm.
Give him the 50, let him go into a dunk off, and it would have been great. It would have been awesome. It would
Yeah.
have been great to see.
I mean, that's essentially what happened, right? Like, they kept getting 50s in a row until the end. And
No,
then...
I'm saying at the end they should have given him the 50.
Oh, they should have given him a 50.
Give him the 50 and let him have a dunk off.
Oh, yeah.
a second dunk off.
A second dunk
because they
off,
went to
yeah.
a dunk off.
Yeah, I'm saying
I mean,
let him go at
or
it.
at
That's what
this
the people
point-
want to see.
But that's also the controversy. They were saying that the judges had an agreement to take it to another round, but Dwayne Wade, like, screwed it up. Like, he went rogue on the voting. Because, like, the judges talk.
Convenient that Derrick Jones Jr.'s
Exactly.
at Miami, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A former Miami player hooks you up.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall the dunk contest was dope otherwise. Minus the scoring. It was better than, I think, was it last year, the year before, where it was just like, y'all could impress me with better layups, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, like, all time, they're better. It's been better.
I feel for
I mean-
Gordon. I feel like 2 years in a row, he
Yeah,
might have
agreed.
been
I
robbed.
don't think he got snubbed the first year.
Zach LaVine came and brought it, so like I'm not upset
first
about
year,
that.
I think Zach LaVine. I mean, they were going at it. One of the greatest dunk competitions we've ever seen.
Right.
Whoever got it there. I mean, I think it was a tie, to be honest with you. Like they both brought fire.
Yeah.
This time around, I would have liked him to go one more round and let them figure out who gets it. Like he just got snubbed. I wouldn't say he got snubbed of the win in general, but he got snubbed of the opportunity to try to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they should have let.
I'm not
let him go
upset
for it
Derrick
again.
Jones won. I'm just upset the way he won. Derrick Jones is a great dunker. Don't get me wrong. but-
I'll tell you what I am upset with is after he did win, you saw what he tweeted, right? He's like, I'm the best dunker in the world.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, nobody,
First of all,
nobody
he
can
hasn't
get
had
me.
the
And he's
best
like, that's
dunk.
facts. I'm like, come on, man. They're professional dunkers like Jordan Klinsman. Like this guy would own him in
Yeah.
a dunk competition.
It's actually funny because like their videos are online, right? These
Yep.
professional dunkers,
Yeah.
and their dunks are insane.
Oh
And you
yeah,
never
they would
see-
hands down kill all these guys in the competition.
Well, so what I don't get is like people tell me there's like not that many options when they try to come up with what they're gonna do on the
Go
dunk
watch
contest.
what these guys do
Yeah,
and bring
watch
it.
these
they
videos.
can't actually do them.
They
Yeah,
might not be
that's
able
another
to,
thing.
but that's also
pretty
confusing
difficult.
because these are NBA athletes. Like these are supposed to be the best basketball
think
athletes in the
that-
world.
I think that some of the guys that dunk are also like 6'2", 6'3" that are doing it. When you're 6'8" trying to do it, you can only do less.
Sure, that might be it. They might be lighter. They might be smaller.
Like you're huge. Like Aaron Gordon's a big dude. Like
he's huge, yeah.
there's a reason he
Yeah.
can't jump over Taco Falls and dunk because then he's dunking on the top of the backboard because
Yeah.
he's not gonna hit the dunk then. So I think that's a problem.
I think with what went down and Aaron Gordon getting snubbed, I think there was a little bit of a turnoff
Yeah.
this year. Like it was John Morant, right?
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Morant tweeted that
He won't do it.
he won't do it based off what he saw.
He's like, you guys made my decision easier. He's not gonna do it. If he's not gonna win.
LeBron's never done it, and I've actually always been upset that he hasn't tried.
Yeah, but he won't do it anymore. I mean,
He's too old. Now it's not worth the.
Yeah,
worth the-
now it's
Back
past.
when he was young, he might have actually had one of the sickest competitions.
Yeah,
he did
he was a force when he dunked. And it's something to, like add to your trophy case, right? Like Jordan's done it, Kobe's done
Cross
it.
off the list of accolades.
You need
right?
it, and you got to do it like in your first couple years because then you start getting like too serious about it, or like
Right.
your body just gets too
I mean,
old.
at that point, you don't care, right? At that point, you're trying to win shots.
Right, you're
but
too
like when
serious.
you're young, you're having the fun. You're coming into the league.
Exactly, and like that was what LeBron was known for, is like going with force towards the rim and just slamming his damn forearm into that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite dunks. I just want to throw it out there because I was watching all the 50 scores that have been there, and there's like a huge drop off in the middle. But was Vince Carter's honey dip where he gets his elbow in? That's one of my favorites.
What Vince Carter did was no one had ever seen anything like
No,
this.
that was
before.
street
He brought
ball. That
fire,
happens in street
which was
ball.
Awesome.
Now it does. Did it happen before him?
In street ball, yes, and like the and
Did
one
it?
tour.
Yeah,
but
but
no one's
That's
watching
what
and
I'm
one
saying.
tour.
He's doing stuff that no one had ever brought to the
Right.
competition.
I think
which
like
was great.
it wasn't like a spectacular dunk, but it was original.
Yeah, he
and
had
because it
that.
was
He was doing the
original-
like the windmills. Like it was just awesome.
Yeah.
It was stuff people hadn't seen before.
There was
you know?
also Zach Levine when he went.
yeah.
He dunked from 1 foot inside the free throw line, but through his legs. That's fucking hard.
Yeah.
And then my boy Iggy, where
Behind
AI
the backboard.
went in and then got robbed
got
because
snubbed.
he
He
got
got snubbed.
that was a bigger snub. Nate Robinson just won because he was short.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
Andre
also
Iguodala-
impressive. Like we just said, we just talking about like
I
shorter
get
dunkers.
it.
Like that's impressive that Nate
It is,
Robinson
but
won that.
Sure.
that year, I'll tell you,
The-
go back
the-
and watch it. Andre Iguodala got snubbed of the
Degree of
Yeah.
difficulty
dunk
to
contest.
go grab the ball, go under the hoop, and then come back up and dunk
That
it.
was something so unique and different, and like I get it that Nate Robinson, like he jumped over someone and dunked it, which is great.
He jumped over Spud Webb. It was like a nostalgic moment. That was
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Which is, I mean, cool. It's
cool.
some stuff we've seen before, but you you start behind the backboard, you get it, you come underneath, and then you dunk it. It was something it hadn't
Yeah,
been seen
it's
before.
impressive.
He was about to knock his own head off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
almost hit
impressive.
he had a duck. So
Remember the year JaVale McGee was in the dunk contest?
He had the two balls. He
Yeah.
threw one up. He held the other one, caught it, and then dunked on both of them.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
actually, degree of difficulty is actually
It
somewhat
takes
hard.
some good hand-eye coordination to be able to
it's
do
just cool to see different things like this. I don't remember who it was, but one year they had a candle, a cupcake.
Cupcake.
They
Yeah,
went
yeah.
up,
Gerald Green.
blew it out, and
Yeah.
then like different things like that
Yeah.
are pretty cool. But you just, I don't know.
it. You just gotta be original, man, because you gotta catch
Yeah.
people's attention more than anything to be able to get the votes. But yeah, it was fun, right? Like the controversy is a good thing for the NBA because it's causing attention, it's causing fans to talk about it. days after, right? Like here we are, All-Star Weekend's way gone, and we're still talking about it. So obviously they're doing a good job with it. But yeah, I think Gordon. I feel for Gordon. And he said he's not doing it anymore.
Oh, he's not. Yeah.
I mean,
why would he? I mean, he doesn't need to prove anything. Everyone knows he can dunk.
Yeah,
Like,
but it sucks to not have the trophies to be able to prove, like just to show for yourself. You know.
I will say, even though he doesn't have a trophy, he will forever be remembered for 2016 when him and Zach LaVine went at it. They brought back the fire that hadn't been there since Vince Carter.
But Zach LaVine has something to show for that.
Yeah,
when
I
he
get
remembers it. So I feel for Gordon. But let's get to the main event then.
Yes, sir.
Sunday night, big game, new format as we mentioned, individual, basically mini games each quarter, right? Score resets.
In a way, but like it was a total score.
You
also
accumulate it for
mattered,
the last
The
game, the
real,
fourth quarter.
The real point of that was for the charity piece.
which is
Right.
cool. Which is cool.
Which was smart too, because the issue that the NBA has been dealing with during these All-Star games, and what most sports deal with during their All-Star games, is defense and like active participation and just not like lollygagging, right? And so the NBA was smart. Like you almost come at it like you're dealing with a child who has a short attention span.
Right.
What they did was they created these 4 miniature games within a game.
Yeah.
And so it's good because at the end of the first quarter, the LeBron team was up big time, right?
Yeah, so nothing happened in the first quarter. It's the average All-Star game, like always.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, so if it continued like a normal All-Star game, Giannis's team would just be like pretty much checked out at that point. They'd be pretty much checked out because they're already down by like 20 points. But when you restart the score, now everyone's engaged again. You got a new game.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The way it went down and the way I think I always see it is first quarter, one team comes out firing. Second quarter, another team comes out firing. Maybe he gets there, maybe he doesn't. Somewhere between the end of the third and right in the beginning of the fourth is where they start to like tie it back up, and when the game gets interesting, which is the standard format it kind of followed regardless of the mini games.
Yeah.
But the mini games, what I thought was awesome was not only were they trying to catch up, but like the third quarter,
Yeah.
it was like a 1 or 2 point game, and you never see someone intentionally fouling in the third quarter, like it's the fourth quarter. So it started earlier up in the beginning of midway or towards the end of the third quarter.
Third quarter, yeah.
They kicked it off versus just waiting until the fourth, and that's where I think the format really kicked in.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, they were definitely going at it, which we're used to in the last couple minutes, like the last 5 minutes.
You don't see in the third, like it was happening.
Pull up the score of last year's All-Star game. I'm curious to know if it was close or not, because I feel like I remember these games being like blowouts.
I feel like
most
it
of the
was,
time.
but it was like closer to 200s is what it was.
Oh yeah, the scores were a lot higher than they were this year. But for some reason, I feel like the games aren't close at the end. Like one team has done good enough the first 3 quarters where they're so far ahead.
It was 178, 164 Team LeBron.
So 14 points there. Look up one more year back if you don't mind. I'm curious.
I feel
to
like
know.
one of the recent years was pretty close.
148, 145.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's a 3-point game.
But I think that leads into a point where I think the format this year was pretty awesome after I watched it and how it turned out. But I don't foresee this happening every time. This just happened to be luck of the draw where they caught up and they tied it.
Yeah.
If a team is blown out by a lot and they've only got to score 24 points, if you're down 20 already and you got to cover 44, how are you going to do that?
Right. So it actually, it worked out great for the NBA for the first time trying it.
I see changes coming in the future, but they'll probably do it one more time, and then I can see changes coming.
They'll definitely give it a try, I think, because it was so successful. Like, the first quarter, one team won. The second quarter, the other team won. The third quarter, they tied. I mean, how perfect is that?
I have no issues with that. I think that is standard how it's kind of always gone, regardless if you have mini games or not. I think that's always one team goes in a run, one team plays harder.
They're having fun in the first half, but they're just doing stupid shit.
So that always happens. My issue is the fourth quarter this time worked out. Next time, if a team is so far away, 24 points is not hard to get to for All-Stars. That's not hard at all. Now, the game happened to be close is why they were playing twice as hard. Like, if
no,
you
but
had
it wasn't that
Siakam-
close, right? LeBron's team was down by like 9 points going into it. So they had to score 24 plus 9, whereas Giannis's team only needed 24. I
agree, but I'm saying there are games where sometimes they're down like 20, 25. Like, this 9 wasn't that much of a stretch for them to
be
cover.
down. Right.
Because what they started doing is early in the game, you would see Embiid, Siakam, any of them drive in. No bodies, no nothing. You get to the fourth quarter, one of them tries to drive, 3 bodies in the paint already ready to block them.
Yeah.
And they were fouling. They were doing all kinds of
things. It got chippy, which was cool. And they were like arguing
Paul
for
almost picked up
fouls.
a technical foul.
Yeah, they were arguing for fouls. I remember in the fourth
I
quarter,
loved it because you never see that stuff.
Chris Paul looked like he like whacked someone on the head in one of those plays at the end of the
Dude,
game.
I don't care, man. He lit it up, dude.
Yo,
he was on fire.
This
for three.
dude was drinking from the fountain of youth.
Chris Paul.
He was
Chris Paul.
He got up
great.
on that one dunk, the alley oop that got thrown
And
at
then
him.
James Harden looked like he was partying way too
Yeah.
much before this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, even the intros, he just looks like his eyes are huge and he's just like,
He tried to do some things, and they're like, all right, get him off the
he
court.
missed a free throw.
Yeah, what was it
Come
him
on.
or was it something?
He
There was
missed
like
two.
Yeah, he missed both of
Yeah, he missed
them.
both of
Yeah.
there was a couple players that didn't even play at all the fourth quarter. I don't know if he was
Oh,
one
they
of them
took-
or not.
No, they took him.
They took
most of them.
all
out,
of them.
yeah.
It was just starters at that point.
Okay, gotcha.
It was just starters at the point because you're trying to win now, right?
Yeah. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
It was definitely great, and I wanted to. I mean, I would love to watch LeBron hit it with that like fucking 40-footer like three. But
At half court, yeah.
if it's gonna come down to it, AD.
Did you guys have a problem with AD winning on them winning on a free throw? How do you guys feel about that?
Some people had an issue with
Joel
it.
Embiid did.
Yeah.
He liked it, but it
I
didn't.
much rather would have loved to see a buzzer, like just. I mean, there's not gonna be buzzer beater, but like a game-winning shot, you know.
Yeah, with like a higher, complexity.
Like when it was like 154, like I'm like I want them to win on a three.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
LeBron tried it and then he missed and then he's like, screw it, I'm gonna dunk on the next one. So it made it like
And-
155.
You heard AD was like, I missed the first one on purpose to put pressure on myself. I was like, you lying ass.
No,
you lying
I
ass.
do think he was lying, but he said he told everyone, like his whole team. He was like, I'm
Because
going to
he
miss
knew
the
he was
first one.
scared. He's like, if I miss it, I at least said this to
I
everybody.
don't know, man.
Maybe.
He's a great free throw shooter. He shoots over 80%.
So is James Harden.
Yeah.
James Harden,
Yeah.
he wasn't out partying with James Harden though.
I guess not at home. He's at his mom's house like, yo,
I'm
get that cooking.
upset that Kawhi wins the first Kobe MVP award.
I'm not at all.
You know what
didn't
was
want Kawhi to
weird
have it.
was
I'll give-
Kawhi Leonard. When I was watching him, I didn't think he was doing that well, and I thought at the time he had maybe like 10 points. They bring up the stat and they're like he has 25 points and like 8 threes. I'm like, where did these come from? I don't even remember seeing this.
Yeah,
He's
well,
just
he
let
had
me
like
ask-
8 3 points.
Let me ask you a question. What's one adjective that describes Kobe Bryant? I hope you picked the right one. Don't help him. I think I told you.
Adjective?
Yeah, the one adjective that describes Kobe Bryant's basketball game. What is he?
And you're asking because you have one in mind already?
Yes.
If he doesn't say it, I want to say it.
Okay, that's fine. You can. That'll make it easier for the show.
Well, now I don't want to get it wrong.
Just say something, man.
No.
Killer. Who is
You're
the
not-
biggest?
First of all, you're
Killer's
not a true
not an
Kobe Bryant
adjective.
fan anymore.
Huh?
Killer's not an adjective.
He's got
It's
a
a
killer
noun.
mentality.
He's a,
Killer mentality. Mentality is killer.
no, it's not an adjective.
Okay,
All right, what
I didn't
about
know
it?
we were a grammar show, motherfucker.
Well, here I am thinking of
First of all,
adjectives in
as
my
big of a
goddamn
Kobe
head.
fan as you are, you should just already knew it. Killer.
Okay.
Well, that's a noun.
Who
I
is
also
the,
know English.
Sorry, it's hard for me. Who is the biggest killer in this league right now?
In what capacity? Because I can say
Killer
Damian Lillard.
mentality. I don't
I
think.
agree. Damian Lillard could be the guy, but like just overall killer, man.
I wouldn't say it's Kawhi.
He's
I would not
Thanos.
say-
Remember that shit.
I
He's
think
Thanos.
Kawhi's the best player in the league right now.
Did you the double doink to win?
I believe that
He's
he
a
comes
killer.
in the clutch
Oh, I know.
moments, but there's a difference between having a killer mentality.
You think he doesn't have killer mentality?
Well, let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
There's a
excited.
difference between having a killer mentality and being the best player and being clutch. He's clutch because he's the best player. I don't know if he has a killer mentality. Like, when I look at him, he looks like he's ready to take a nap at any moment. Does he shoot the last shot in the playoffs to beat Philadelphia 76ers in Game 7? Yeah, because he's clutch. Does he win Finals MVP and carries his team to the ship? Yeah, because he's the best player. But killer mentality, like I see Dame as killer mentality. I see Russell Westbrook as killer mentality.
Russell Westbrook is not killer mentality.
I love
because-
Russell Westbrook.
No, Russell Westbrook should not have the ball
I
in the last
see
1
Kevin
minute.
Durant as killer mentality. I see Kyrie as killer mentality.
Kyrie also does not have it. Kyrie is soft, first
No,
of all.
dude,
Kyrie's
Kyrie's
super
not soft.
Kyrie's super
Kyrie
soft.
is the reason LeBron has a ring.
LeBron's the reason Kawhi's ever been to Kyrie has ever even been to the playoffs.
Yeah, they need each other for
No, they
sure.
don't. LeBron can go to the playoffs without Kyrie.
Playoffs or the finals?
Even the finals, he can get there without Kyrie.
He
can't
can, and
win. He couldn't win the championship without Kyrie.
LeBron
Kyrie
couldn't win without somebody, right? Like
Sure,
they all
sure.
needed
But let me tell you
somebody.
the
He
flip
needed
side of
Dwayne
Kyrie.
Wade. Kyrie needed LeBron.
I do
Kobe
not-
needed Shaq. Kobe needed Powell.
Wait. Let me restraight what I said. Kyrie needs LeBron to make the playoffs. Fuck the finals. He can't make the playoffs without LeBron.
Kyrie needs somebody. Like the teams that
No, you
teams that
can
you're
be
looking at
you
when he
can be
didn't have
listen.
LeBron, they didn't have anybody. It's
No,
not
no.
that they didn't have LeBron. They didn't have anybody.
Kyrie needs talent to even make the playoffs. He's not a player that can carry a team by himself.
So
He's
what
a
did LeBron do last year for the Lakers?
I'm not. Okay, fine. When he was 30, whatever years old, fine.
What does LeBron-
Kyrie has never been to the playoffs without LeBron. You know that, right?
Sure.
He's never been there.
Sure.
Because
And that's not happening this year either.
yes, he can't win. Kyrie is not a killer. Killer means you win games. You don't win games.
Well, so now you're adding things together. Does killer mean you also have to win games, or does killer mean you have to
The
kill?
reason you kill is to win games.
I agree that when you kill more times than not, you're winning games. But you forget that Kobe lost a lot of gears, a lot of games, and he still had a killer mentality. He missed a lot of buzzer beaters.
So I'm gonna say
Kyrie does not have that mentality.
I get what you're going for.
Kyrie does not.
But I don't think he is a killer either.
Dame is a killer.
Damian is a killer.
Of recent,
people
maybe.
like-
No. He had a drop off of killer and then came back with the killer.
Dame is two things. Dame's an alleged rapper, and I don't.
He has bars. Don't do that.
I don't think
That's
he was
another
that
pod-
good.
Okay,
during
no.
the NBA All-Star Weekend.
I'm just gonna say this. We're not gonna harp on this. The performance was just him going.
Yeah,
But
he was
when he's
more
on
dancing.
the mic, he got bars.
So I've only heard one of his songs with Lil Wayne actually, and it's not bad. But that's a different story. He wasn't great during the All-Star
We
game.
haven't. Yeah, I agree with that. His
I
leg was
think
hurt.
Dame's stock, or maybe just his growth and development as a basketball player, has definitely risen in the last few years.
He did this.
And so that's why I agreed that I would say he has a killer mentality.
The way I see killer, because you say Kobe, right? The way I see Kobe is Kobe and Jordan. Like these guys will tell you they're coming for you, and they'll come get you. They're gonna tell you, I'm gonna hit this shit, or I'm gonna make it, or if you talk shit to them, they're gonna come back and they're gonna torch you. The problem with Kawhi is I think he's a great player and he can be clutch, but he doesn't say anything, doesn't have any emotion, he doesn't do anything.
A silent killer. There you go.
There is a
He's
such
a
thing.
Fair.
samurai. Silent killer. He doesn't talk. That's fine. He's not
Killers
boastful.
today are KD,
Yep.
Sure. Yes, I agree with that.
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Okay. I was like,
Yimmy.
I agree with
Jimmy
you.
Buckets?
Yes. Jimmy buckets. Yes.
And if I had to pick a third, and you can't put another person, like you just need three,
Damian Lillard.
no.
Are you saying Kyrie? Because I'm gonna walk out of this show if it's Kyrie.
It's between, for me, it's between Draymond Green
Oh.
and
No.
LeBron.
LeBron's
Oh,
not a killer.
wait,
I'm sorry.
Russell.
LeBron's not a killer. LeBron's not a killer either. I'll tell you, LeBron. I'm a huge
LeBron wasn't a killer for the longest time. And right now he's actually losing that killer instinct because he's getting old and he
Listen,
likes to.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm a
Take
big
warm
LeBron fan.
baths.
I hated the Lakers until LeBron got there. I would not have a Lakers shirt if it wasn't for LeBron. All right.
You have
but
a
look-
Lakers shirt?
I have a Lakers LeBron shirt. Yeah, I do. It's so shocking, right? But LeBron's not that kind of killer. He's a great all around basketball player, but he's not a killer at the end of the day. He's missed.
Now he's not.
He's had killer moments, but
Sure.
his career is not a killer career. If you want to say it
Okay,
like that.
so then I put my other guy in. at
Kyrie?
number 3.
Draymond.
Yeah.
Why Draymond?
Draymond's just killing people's nuts. What are you
Dude.
talking about?
Draymond.
Kicking people doesn't give you a killer
All right,
mentality.
we're getting off track. At the end of the day,
I like this debate. I really want to have this debate now.
we're
because
gonna have it when you guys watch more basketball and so you
I
can
watch a
actually.
ton of basketball. There's three people in this room, and one of them didn't watch the All-Star game.
Hey, what do you want me to do? I'm at work, mother.
Being
Anyways,
at home with nature does not work.
the All-Star
Okay, but
overall was
I
success.
will say, I mean, if you look at the stat lines and everything, he deserved it. Like,
yeah.
it's either
No, I
either
mean,
him or Giannis, depending on which side won it. And I mean, he quietly racked up the points and he got it.
yeah.
There was nobody else that could have won that. It was Chris Paul, maybe. That's it. It wasn't anybody else. It was
Yeah,
gonna be
and
Chris
I
Paul.
rather Kawhi win it than Chris Paul, but
And you know what he achieved by winning that MVP award that only one other player has done?
Michael Jordan, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he
got
won the
DPOY,
finals.
Finals MVP, and All-Star MVP.
Yeah. So
Yo,
Which is
this is their time.
elite.
Kawhi Leonard is Thanos, and he's the biggest killer of all. He wiped out half the population.
This is
remember?
their time. Clippers are going to run. So they got Marcus Morris, we talked about recently. They're about to pick up Reggie Jackson,
yeah.
who's getting
Rich.
bought out by Detroit.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is going in the right direction for them. Like,
But now it's becoming that thing where it's like the more and more the expectation is they're going to win.
but he's done it already, right? Like Toronto had so much expectations when they picked him up for 1 year. Like everyone knew
But they
this
weren't.
is the
They
year.
weren't. They didn't think that
And Toronto was always good. Like
not to beat the Warriors, though. That was the thing. I think the Warriors is where
Calling
they're
it
at the
now,
match.
when they clash with the Lakers, I know everyone thinks on paper everything that they should beat them, but I don't think in a 7-game series that the Clippers can take out the Lakers.
let's bet. Like let's make a fun bet. I'm
Okay.
completely down with you. Not only will I give you money if the Clippers win.
I'll
I
give you money if they lose.
No, I'm sorry. If the Lakers win.
I'm down.
I don't even think the Lakers can take them to 7. I think the Lakers lose and they lose in 5 or less.
Fine.
5 or less.
Okay, let's take that. I'll
Ooh,
take
I
that.
don't like that. I don't like your odds there, bro.
Give me 6.
No, let's go with the
6
5.
or
Right
less.
now they're 5. Let's go with the 5.
Let's say this. If the Lakers take them to 7, or if they win, you win. The Lakers don't even have to win the series. If they even get to game 7, you've already won the bet.
Okay.
I don't even think the Lakers can survive that long. I think they lose in 6 or less. So if the Lakers even get to 7, you've already won the bet.
Got it.
100?
Sure, why not?
100. Okay.
Cool.
That'll
And
cover my cost. For
It'd
the
be
show.
funny, but that's if they play, right? So if the Lakers get knocked out
Yeah.
early or if the Clippers
If they
get knocked
play, yeah,
out,
it doesn't-
bets
yeah,
off.
yeah.
But I don't even think the Lakers can keep up, dude. The Clippers have such a deep bench, and whoever's
The
getting bought
way that
out
we see
or
it,
traded.
they should meet up. The way we see it, they should meet up.
So they'll finish what?
This
They'll
goes
finish
into
probably,
the next topic I did want to go into just a little bit. We don't have to go into a
They're
lot.
probably going to finish 1 and 2, right, in the West.
Let me just introduce it. All-Star break is usually that new metric of who gets hot, right? They've been this good since the All-Star break, whatever, right? So this is the topic. You guys are already having the discussion about what, who's going to be hot, what's going to happen for the playoffs. So I just wanted to introduce the segment. So go ahead. Continue your statement.
Coming into it, you would have thought Toronto was on a crazy run,
What's going on with this
and then
mic?
they picked up a loss, maybe 2 losses, but
I like Siakam a lot. Him and Van Vliet,
Fred VanVleet.
Van Vliet, right?
What's Siakam's offense? Like,
He's like a poor man's Kawhi. He's a poor man's Kawhi.
no,
He is. He's a poor man. I said poor. I didn't say rich. I said poor.
very poor.
I didn't.
I don't know if you compare him to Kawhi. Man.
He has a
Kawhi
good
is
mid-range.
very versatile
He is
player.
poor. Again, I want to say poor man. He has a
I get
mid-range
what you're trying
game.
to go
Has
at,
some
but I
defense.
don't think you can't compare him to Kawhi and say he's a poor man's Kawhi. Like Kawhi is just that elite of the elite. Okay, Siakam,
That's what I'm saying. Poor.
How old is Kawhi? Is Kawhi?
I don't-
21 with San Antonio, he was 22, and then God, how long has it been since then?
Jeez, if he still has like 10 more years in him, I'm gonna be upset.
29,
28.
close.
Damn.
There you go.
Oh my God, Kawhi's younger than me. I gotta throw up.
Yeah, that's insane.
He's
And
28,
richer.
29, so he's got another 2-3 elite years left in him before.
And
he
even then,
starts
it'll
to decline.
extend a little bit further. Like LeBron right now, still
No, I'm
top
saying
5
he's got
player,
at
and
least 2 or 3
he's in his
in
30s.
him.
Yeah,
Maybe more, but it all depends. I mean, I don't see him slowing down. He's like LeBron. so-
Clippers.
Giannis is 25. He's a related player. Oh my God, that makes me feel
Giannis
so.
is super young. He has a younger brother who's
He's
in
two.
high school. Yeah. The
Oh, he's the
youngest.
third, yes.
One's
Yeah,
on
third,
the
yeah.
Lakers, and then
The other
Yeah.
one's on Milwaukee with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's pretty crazy. I don't think his brothers are ever gonna be as good. As
I remember
him.
his younger brother played at Dayton, Kostos or something like that. He's on one of the teams.
So ironically, or not ironically, but like more
decent.
times than not, younger brothers like supersede their older brothers and whatever. Just like life in general, school, sports.
I thought he did say that his younger brother was playing better than he was at the time.
Yeah,
of
but I
when
think
he
he's
was
being
playing,
polite.
Which kind of takes that askew.
I
but
think
yeah.
Giannis's family line is the one exception. My family line is the other exception. Me being the oldest in my family.
I mean,
You
the
know what
Manning,
one
Peyton
line that-
Mannings.
You know what the
Yeah.
one line that you didn't get was that hairline.
There you go. Actually, it's good. Funny point though. Peyton and Eli both only have 2.
But Peyton's a better quarterback.
Payton's a better
Peyton's
quarterback,
100%
but he
better.
should have had
Eli's-
more Super Bowls.
Eli's the luckier one.
He definitely stumbled into. And you know who's a huge next NFL prospect coming out of that family? So they have a third brother, right?
Yeah, Cooper.
Cooper Manning, and his son
Yeah.
apparently is a quarterback stud, and like he's number 1 5-star rank coming out when he
Skipped a generation.
yeah it skipped Cooper, but like somehow Cooper's son, not like Eli's kid or Peyton's kid.
Man, Cooper must hate his own family. Like, yo, can we stop talking about football for 1 second, please?
Yeah, he
I
basks
made
in it.
I made financial movements here. Let's
He
talk
sells
about this.
insurance. Yeah.
He makes investments, but let's call insurance.
Let's say Lakers and Clippers end 1 and 2 in some order, and Lakers have been number 1 all year. It'd be funny if Clippers at the last like month just swoop in and steal the number 1 seed. But for them, it probably doesn't matter, right? They're playing in LA if they play each other.
Right.
Um,
We going, right?
That would be fun, but it'd be
One game.
expensive.
One game.
It'd be super expensive.
I mean, the Nuggets are actually in the second spot right now. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I think Clippers were 3, and
Yeah.
They're
but
back.
at the end, watch, like things will shuffle right at the last second. I think Lakers will fall back, and Clippers and Nuggets both might move up, or Clippers might jump both of them.
It's definitely, I mean, the Lakers haven't been as hot as how they first started off first half of the season. So I'm definitely curious to see, without them making any moves, how can they sustain this second half?
And they didn't get any deeper, right? And
Right,
all
correct.
the Clippers are doing are getting deeper. People
Yeah.
are getting bought out and saying, I'm going to play with the Clippers. So the Clippers are getting stronger as the year progresses. And I
Lakers
mentioned this
put all
before.
their eggs in one basket right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, they don't have no other eggs want to come, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not even the Clippers are putting all their eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
Everyone
they're trying to
is.
get Collison, and they couldn't get Collison.
People are coming,
so,
yeah. I mean, Collison is unfortunate that they didn't get him, but it's a break that he didn't also go to the
Right.
Clippers.
Like I would have loved to see him, Jamal Crawford, something come.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll see. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited now. We have this bet. Now we have something personal stake on it.
I'd be worried now because it's that same, like, I've seen the story before. Everyone's hyped on the Clippers. Everyone it wants to come to the Lakers. They're not Lakers, sorry, Clippers, and then they fall flat in their face.
I hope so, man. I really hope so. I hope we're jinxing
I want it to
them.
be fun. I want it to be fun.
That'd be $100
I
towards
wanna
my
go-
ticket.
So is the bet that if they play each other the outcome, or are you saying Clippers? I say Clippers go to the finals, and you're saying Lakers.
No,
go
we
to
say
the
if they play each other.
Okay,
right?
so the
If
bet is
not,
only if they
it's
play
off.
each other,
Yeah.
if they encounter one
Yeah.
another. Okay, it'll be fun. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Well,
Anybody in the East? Do you want going forward? I mean, do y'all even give a fuck about the
No,
East?
screw the East. We still have like a whole other half of the season.
yeah,
Once it gets
it's
closer,
a lot. It's still a while to go.
we'll talk March Madness before we talk about NBA playoffs.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
we got
Oh,
plenty of season.
We got Combine next week. NFL Combine.
NFL Combine will be fun coming up. Free agency is going to come right
March,
after that.
yep, in
and
March.
then NFL Draft hits.
Then March Madness is starting. Conference championships are starting up. That's going to be fun.
University of Maryland, not too far away. It's killing it right now. They're
They
in the
are.
race for Big Ten Conference Championship.
They typically do. They're always interesting every couple of years to see how far and how well they do.
This year
Yeah.
is their year. Their head coach, Surgeon, is doing a great job with them. So this is definitely their year to make a push for
And
it.
there's a lot of, not to go way far on a tangent, there's a lot of there's no clear cut winner, like clear cut number one going into March Madness right now.
Everyone's
Everyone
lost.
has lost. Everyone's
Yeah.
won. It's been up and down the whole season because I think Duke is 7 or 9 or something. That's some odd number at the end.
Yeah, Duke is
So-
lost. Kentucky's lost.
Louisville
Michigan State's
just-
not even ranked. They just lost to Maryland.
They did.
Usually, Mike Rizzo's teams are unstoppable. Mike Rizzo? Why does that sound wrong? Rizzo. His Michigan State Spartans are usually ranked and doing really well, and
Izzo.
they're not. Huh?
Izzo.
Izzo, yeah. Jeez, it's late.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun year. Shaka Smart's on his way out. We were just talking about Shaka Smart last episode, and rumors are he's gonna be kicked out soon. So
Yeah, he's gonna be a fan. I remember they had I remember when Texas brought Smart and Strong in. Neither one worked out. Neither was Smart or Strong. So that was random. Louisville lost this week. That's what I was thinking of.
Well, let's save some of that content for about a week.
I agree.
From
Tom
now.
But
Izzo, jeez.
next week, the biggest fight of the year is happening early.
That's what I hear.
Wilder and Fury.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Round
If
two,
you didn't
that'll
watch the
be-
first
that'll
one, you
be
should go
fun.
watch the motherfucking highlights.
gonna
Because
be
that
good.
shit is wild.
Saturday night. Pay-per-view?
Saturday night, it'll probably be almost Sunday because they don't start till
It's
almost
usually a
midnight.
midnight boo. Yeah.
Yeah, it is gonna be highly anticipated. Wilder coming off a win, Fury losing some weight. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. This is gonna be. I don't know how big a boxing fans you are, but I love it.
Yeah, we'll recap it next week. We'll have Wilder coming into the studio.
He's punching all of us in the face. Well, I don't know if
He'll
he's
be
gonna.
punching you all in the face for that killer comment about Draymond Green.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
all I know is that Wilder won't be able to come because he's gonna get knocked out. No, I'm just kidding. He's not gonna get knocked out. I'm kidding. But yeah, all right, it's fun.
That was good.
Until next week,
Yeah.
please drop some comments and drop some knowledge on Arash of who Draymond Green is.
Yeah, tell us who a killer is in this league right now, and tell them why Kyrie is not that guy.
And tell us if killer is a noun or an adjective, because apparently we don't know.
I blame my second grade English teacher, Miss Young. It's your fault.
Loudoun County
Colorado
Public
Bank.
Schools at its finest.
Actually, this was Fairfax County. Hardin Elementary. Be all you can be. Let's go.
That makes sense.
Richards County Poor's Education.
This is I Call Next. We'll catch you guys next time.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching this video.
Yo, and make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel too.
Make sure you guys watch our last video and watch the YouTube recommended videos.
Yeah, we did it. You guys are learning so well. I taught my boys well.
I'm out.